Hi, Dr. Neil here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. First, let me tell you this video is being sponsored by Skillshare. So if you're creative like me and you want to learn how to do new stuff, like I've been learning how to make better video on YouTube, enhance my podcast, and some other creative writing techniques that I'm going to be using. And I've learned it all on Skillshare, and I want to give you the opportunity to learn the same thing. So you can go right now. If you go to Skillshare.com, you can get a 2-month free membership just by going there and putting Zero Today Radio. You get a 2 months free membership. And I'm telling you, you're going to really love it. It's going to be worth it, every single moment of it. So make sure you go there. Plus, you'll be helping this channel, and I appreciate it so much. But anyway, let me talk about what I want to talk about. Wednesday, I did it live on YouTube. It's the first time I ever did it. But the topic I was talking about was Jerry Falwell Jr. and Kanye West and his Sunday service at New Birth Church. Well, what I did not know and what I did not talk about in this service, I did talk about Ivy Hilliard giving an offering appeal. But what I did not know is, or did I know? I don't know. T.I., the rapper, and Killer Mike, the rapper, were both in attendance. And T.I. has a podcast, and he went on his podcast. T.I. and Killer Mike go on T.I.'s podcast, and they discussed their experience at New Birth Church, focusing on, or not really focusing on, but bringing attention to the fact that there was a second offering raised. And if you've been in black church long enough, you know that a lot of black churches, there are a number of offerings. And sometimes, you got to wonder, why in the world are they having a second offering? What's the point of a second offering? And I've been in services, I'm like, what's the first offering for? If you didn't meet your obligations, just say, hey, we didn't meet our obligation, or be more specific, like, hey, we need to raise this much, so please give generously toward this amount. But anyway, they took up a second offering, and the second offering was given by, I believe it was Bishop Ivy Hilliard. And those of you who are familiar with Ivy Hilliard know he's a prosperity pimp, preacher, whatever you want to call it. That's what he does. That's what he has done, and it's worked for him. And apparently while he was there at New Birth, he made the appeal, and those celebrities were there, were like, man, see, this is why I don't go to church, man. This and that was the essence of Killer Mike and T.I.'s talk. And the essence of it is, church is a scam. It's money, 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 money. And even when they have a lot of money, even if they're doing good, as Pastor Brian and New Birth has said that they intend to do well, more in their community, then it's noble. It's very noble of them. But it comes back down to this idea that the preachers want money, not the churches per se, but the preachers want the money. And I've been in services where I'm aware of persons who are in there, and so I try to be as cautious, not cautious, I'm gonna preach the gospel if it's unadulterated. I had someone tell me that I wasn't, I didn't preach the gospel, I was preaching to appease the people. And I said, well, there are cases, I've had to do that, because you know who support the church more than others, and you don't want to give power to them because of financial contributions, but you're fully aware, sometimes you don't want to step on toes, and other times you're like, hey, I'm going to step on your toes whether you like it or not, and whether you give or not, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, if the Lord leads me to do so. And there have been occasions where I've had to do that. There have been occasions where I've been like, I'm gonna be aware of these persons and try to put my message together. Not that I care what they feel, but to be aware, so I won't have to experience the angst of them antagonizing me because of a sermon. I know that's a kind of like a double speak. Either you're going to be all the way, all the time, or none of the way, none of the time. I've learned in my pastoral ministry, compromise is a good thing when it's done the right way. I ain't selling my soul, but I'm just gonna be a little bit more sensitive sometimes. When I want to reach certain subjects, and I want to be able to be pastorally. Lord have mercy. But anyway, I digress. This whole thing, and this whole thing with the Sunday service, Kanye mainstreaming it. And by the way, Kanye was just recently named by Forbes magazine as the highest earning hip hop artist. He beat out Jay-Z. So whatever he's doing is working for him. And if this, as I stated before, if this is a publicity stunt, it's a doggone good one. If it isn't a publicity stunt, it's even better. Because, whatever it is what it is. And it's bringing an awareness to the church, both good and bad. Like with T.I. and Killer Mike. Killer Mike. If you watched his Netflix show, then you're aware where Killer Mike really is. I mean, this guy started a religion on his friend Sleepy. I loved it. I thought it was, ingenious how he went about doing it. And then he went on to start his own little country with the book of Sleepy as the official guidebook or whatever. So you already have an idea where Killer Mike stands regarding the church, and yet he still thought it not robbery to come to this event because of his brother-in-arms in the hip-hop ministry in the hip-hop music, Kanye putting on this event. And I think everybody is seeing something genuine with Kanye. I think they sense a genuineness with it, that he's sincere about it, and this is what is bringing the celebrities, because it's not just the Kanye. I believe they do the same thing as Beyonce started singing at churches more frequently. If she went back to her gospel roots, I won't say gospel roots because I don't think she ever really sang in church. I know she grew up in church, but I don't know how deep rooted she actually was in her home church in Houston. There, I don't know, but celebrities, that's how they are. They support their own. That's what they do. And it's kind of the same way in the church culture, because you have preachers. We are same way. We support our own. When we see rising star celebrity preachers, we're going to bring them into our sanctuaries and our pulpits to draw crowds with the expect a return that I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of thing. I let you preach here, you invite me to preach your place. And it's the same side of the same coin. I don't even know if I said that right, but anyway. They see his sincerity, they see his genuineness, and they're coming because they're supporting the brother. They're hoping the brother ain't having a meltdown that's being manifested in this new attention-seeking venture of Sunday service. I'm quite sure that's what they're hoping. So some of them may be coming to see if brothers, if he's still in his right mind. Others may be coming to see that, I grew up in the church and it's kind of taking me back kind of vibe. Others will be like, yeah, man, I just like Kanye. Kanye is just, whatever Kanye do, Kanye does it, and it's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, phenomenal, So that's what it is. But anyway, so T.I., Killer Mike, Ivy Hilliard, Jamal Harrison, Bryant, all these guys, all these celebrities, they're all celebrities and they're all right. Some are just upper level celebrities, mainstream celebrities. But either way, what T.I. and Killer Mike addresses is going to cause some people to look both at the Sunday service movement with Kanye and at the church pretty much in the same way. What is really going on? What's the ultimate motive? If I could take a Kantian approach, if I could draw from philosopher Immanuel Kant on this, and you get this idea of use and means, who's using who and means, what is the means and who is using it, are you being used for something? And the church has always been a vehicle of means. It's always been the means to get people somewhere, get people into heaven, out of hell, into a better standard of behavior regarding to what is normal or what is expected, and get people into is a means of getting people to reframing themselves from sinners to saints, all of that. So that's the means. The use part comes with, when clergy, when preachers take advantage of the means by basically getting rich off those persons and the means. So they use the church as a means of enriching themselves or becoming celebrities nowadays, and in that perspective, what we're seeing is this delineation of both. Because what Kanye is doing is he's taking both the means and using the means for something different. It's not for self-gain. We don't see him benefiting from this in any manner, direct manner. He's not charging people to come and have him. He's not selling tickets to the event. He's not, at one time it was exclusive and secluded, and it's not that anymore. So he's flipping all of this. I mean, he's flipping the entirety of how it is presented. He's flipping it. He's flipping the script completely, and it's unique. And as I said before, Kanye is unique. We don't know, but I'm hoping the backlash from T.I. From last Sunday, and I wouldn't really call it backlash, but the how can I put it? The perspective that was brought forth between the conversation on T.I. and Killer Mike, and the respective response by Pastor Bryant, trying to retract, fix it up, and put it in perspective. All of this is so fresh. It's interesting how it's being played out, and I'm sure there'll be other YouTubers talking about it. I'm quite sure Larry Reed is going to talk about it. I'm quite sure whoever else who does things like this, what I'm trying to do, I'm sure they're going to be talking about it. And it is what it is. More power to Kanye for what he's doing. More power to those who may find their way back to the church, restore a right relationship with the Lord through this. More power to him. More power to Killer Mike and T.I. for really, bringing up the question, what's really going on? Why? More power to everybody, and more power to you for watching. Not only are you watching, but you're liking. So thank you for joining. Again, I want to invite you to, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you can see when I upload. Also, I want to invite you to support us on all I do. Again, this video is sponsored by Skillshare, so make sure you go and visit Skillshare.com/ZeroTodayRadio and subscribe to them for a free 2-month membership and learn new skills and help this channel and help me be a blessing to somebody else. So appreciate it all. You guys have a wonderful day. Bless you.